folks? We're here with another We Behind podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. We are here with my amazing podcast host, Rashid. Got tongue twisted. She tell him what's up. Tell him what's up.
What's up?
What's up with y'all? Hope you're having a great week. Before we get into the podcast, y'all know do a like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells to notify for every podcast and whatever we decide to do in the future. So, y'all can be up to date about everything we got going on. Y'all go follow our Instagram at @Andy_Genshaw. We post polls, collabs. I just posted like a little questionnaire thingy. Y'all should really go slide up because y'all be dry sometimes. We almost have 900 followers and we can't get a few people to slide up. Get better than that. We have now only 900 followers and only getting 100 likes a picture. Do better. Anyway, y'all do that. Go follow us. Go follow Sheeta Eyes Doggy Lens. He got a new profile pic. If you want some pictures, if you want some pictures in his area, hit him up. He'll try to accommodate you after he's done doing what he has to do with quarantine or whatever. You're in his area. He will try to, like I said, accommodate you, get you pictures, booking, all that stuff. I don't know if he's going to post any pictures anytime soon, but is your email in your bio? Because, people sometimes hit the email in your bio. And he also does Facebook if you're on that platform too, which I feel like most people who's watching this aren't because we're young or whatever. And go follow our mains at Chris_23 and Rashid Bursa. If you just want to talk to us, we're here for advice. You just want to tell us we don't know what we're talking about, come on here, whatever y'all want, it's there for y'all to talk to us. No trivia today. This is probably be maybe not a short episode, but we're going to talk about some Japan things. I mean, these last two episodes were really good. Really, 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 really good, and I really enjoyed it. 1 and 2 had me a little down. I was like, maybe I'm not going to be big into it or whatever. I was like, you know what? 3 was really good, so you can start it off with 3.
So, should we keep in order, or should we just talk about
the best parts we like, or
the parts that we like, or stuff like that?
We can do a little bit of both. So it's our podcast. Do whatever.
1 sec. I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's kind of hot in my room.
Oh yeah, y'all go check out Dr. Stone season 2. Watch it today. It was pretty good, bro. Pretty good stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that too. But so pretty much, well, we all know from the last episode 2, they all just witnessed their father being
massacred, basically.
Well, pretty much. But this next episode kind of starts off differently what you would normally expect. It would probably, because I was expecting it to continue off from like their initial reaction of the whole thing. And we'll see how
they go into the next day. They're already walking, and it's kind of sad to see them like the girl. She's down and she's like, my dad's dead. Like I mean, as a normal person who has a good relationship with their parent would, like, your father literally just died. All these people are dying. You're going through this, something probably she's never been through in her life, survival. So I mean, she's down.
Yeah, she was really down. It was just obvious. Like she, because like it started off, they were like, walking. I was very surprised that they were actually handling it well until I saw Ayuma, which is the daughter, until I saw like her facial expression and the way she's like lagging behind the group. Like, she wanted to address the fact that why is no one?
Yeah, nobody cares her father is dead.
Yeah, like why is no one like reacting the way that she feels that the way they should react? But it's crazy because the mother was actually, I mean, I could pretty much assume it because so far where we gotten off of the mom, I think before like this whole crisis came, she was like a rescuer or some kind.
But she does seem like she was in something like she's handling it very well, the most like wise with, like she's like, look, she's basically like, look, I understand, I'm sad too, but we got like, even at this one scene, I probably cut you off. She took the shoes that she had on and threw them like if we're gonna forget about Dad, I'm sure we just need to forget all about him. And she threw the gifts that he got. And she was like, okay, well, you can throw them, but you keep walking.
Yeah, and like, doing all this will not bring back Dad. Yeah, so like at the same time, I'm more leaning towards the mom because she's handling it very well, and the son, surprisingly, he's also handling it just like the mother, but he's still like further along the episode. We'll get more into detail later, but like he like still tries to connect.
He's a very mature kid, very mature kid. Go.
Yeah,
Isn't his name Go? Go. His name is Go, right? His name is Go, right?
yeah, it was Go. It was Go.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think when they finally got somewhere to rest,
Mm-hmm.
he had a dream about his dad, like in a gaming way, because he's a gamer and stuff like that. So, and pretty much his dad passed down the torch to him. That's pretty much what he dreamed.
Mm-hmm.
That could be like a hidden message in a way.
Yeah. Or
But
his
like the son's taking it well in a different way. It's more like he's trying to take up the role his father played.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's the kind of message I got from the dream he got.
And but yeah, like back to them though. So basically, they're just going at it, talking about someone. She's like, you stink. I don't want to keep walking, this and that. She's basically like, you need to pull your stuff together, and we need to do this because complaining and moping and soaping won't bring your father back.
And it's
And
not.
it was kind of cool to see like the dude. I forget, isn't he's a YouTuber too, right? The other dude, the dude with
I
the
think
right?
so. He was like they say he was a shut-in, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So basically, while they're arguing, it was kind of funny to see that like he just turned his music up, like, dude, I'm don't even want to be here. I'm just here just cause.
yeah, but
So yeah, that was kind of cool. Then we see going. I think Go plays with his game next. He's playing with his game. Nothing really crazy happened yet. So then, should we get to where the truck?
yeah, the truck. I know this happened like right before.
No, right after all this happens. Right after like the stuff with the mom happens. See, we have where the truck picks them up.
Yeah, truck coming up from behind the highway they're walking
Yeah,
along.
yeah, it picks them up.
It picks them up. The guy who they hitchhiking with, well, the driver, he pretty much, I don't know. He's like
Kind of
he's
a
in the
creep.
front seat with
Yeah,
Ninami, I think
yeah.
it
It's
was.
just like he's kind of a creep, but we're like, somebody come along to join the game, so I'm not really thinking nothing crazy is gonna happen.
Yeah, well, not thinking anything crazy, but he is like he kind of just felt weird because like he's in the front, the driver's seat, drinking a whole bottle of liquor, saying since everything is going well, since Japan is kind of like
Literally sinking.
yeah, going sideways. He's like, who cares about the laws like drinking and stuff? Because Ninami was literally telling him, "You're drinking too much. You probably should stop or whatever."
Yeah, or basically telling her like basically, I mean, for both of their safety, like everybody in the car safety, like driving isn't good, like drinking and driving isn't good for you. And he's basically like, we see his attitude on why he thinks you should just do whatever because literally they pull up at a gas station, which is kind of weird to me because they pull up to a gas station, everything is getting crushed, and you expect it to have gas in it. It's a little weird, but I was just like,
A little weird, but it's possible because
yeah,
it's possible.
yeah. So then they go to put some gas in it. So then you can talk about this was probably like the funniest, craziest, wildest part of the show, all of it, or episode 3 at least.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's a disclaimer when you watch it, like on Netflix on the top, where it always tells you like a brief, well, what it contains, like nudity and or sexuality and stuff like that. Or I was like, that anime contains it, but so far we have not seen a single lick of it.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we do. So the guy starts smoking next to a gas pump, which is
already a big no-no.
Yeah, which is kind of. I don't think that's smart. I get that there's no law, but it still makes sense to just have common knowledge.
It's not like a law where it doesn't make like okay for some people this might be stupid. Some people don't like putting their seatbelt on because it restricts them. Like it's a law you should follow, but I understand if you're not doing it. Like I guess I see what you mean by not doing it. This is a law that just makes sense for your safety and people around you.
Yeah.
So basically he's smoking that, and then I guess Yami's getting some water.
Yeah, she want to go wash her hands.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she came out to help him with the gas and everything, but then she was like, "I'm gonna go wash my hands."
And I think the dude is literally I think he's smoking and peeing at the same time or something like that. Because I remember him like talking about like it feels like he was like I guess taking whatever out to pee. Like I legit remember that. I think he was peeing. It looked like maybe
no, I know he did. Okay, so what happened was she went to go wash her hands for I don't know why, but she just wanted to wash her hands. So she went over to sink, started washing her hands. The dude later came up towards her, pretty much started hitting on her, talking about how she got a nice butt and everything. So
Okay, so the funny thing about okay, well, not even funny because this is like I guess somewhat serious. So
yeah,
like at first I'm confused. I'm like, why is it zooming on her butt? Like this is not a type of
yeah.
show. Like so then he's like, oh, you have a nice butt, and I'm like, okay, this is
That was
awkward.
weird.
This
Yeah,
is so
that
weird.
was.
So at first I was like, okay, are they about to, is he about to go the route of we only live once? Let's just do it here. Da, 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 da. Nope. She's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, he also mentioned the fact that I'm giving you all a ride and even got you guys to this gas station. You guys should I should have some kind of thanks. I was like,
I,
already.
I was like, well, okay, like, there goes the one out him thinking he's just a
Yeah,
morally good person.
so he walks towards her, takes off his belt, wraps it around his hands, and like does this with it.
I guess like the choker or something like that. That's like the choker.
Yeah, I think that's what he was signifying, but it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then as he walked closer, she was like, she told him pretty much stay away. I know how to handle myself, and she got in like a fighting position.
Yeah. Well,
And
first she told him to go like F himself. So
yeah, because he started talking about because once she said I can handle myself, and she was getting ready to fight back, he said, "Oh, that's good. It wouldn't be worth killing you if that was the case." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, I was like, Lord.
yeah, that's a
And
little.
like a
You're a
little
little more
cringe.
messed up than I
So
thought."
then she gives him a roundhouse kick, which was pretty dope. Then I guess he takes it or whatever, which was pretty cool. And basically,
He takes out a taser.
he takes out a taser, which was kind of crazy that you need that on a woman because and especially something you was trying to go after, you need that or whatever because you can't fight. So then basically the mom comes out of nowhere, hits him with the broom,
Yeah,
literally hits him in the head. Then he calls her some names,
and
punches
then
her.
punches her in the face.
He's punching her like brutally. Then then she comes back. The other girl starts kicking him around the face or like around and around.
She was kicking
Literally.
the mess out of that man. It was actually
Then he grabs the broom and then like takes it to her stomach, which is something
yeah.
really dangerous for a female or whatever. Then he pushes her to the floor, chokes her, then she kicks him.
Oh, first he smashes her
Yeah,
her head
smashes her
against
face
the
into the
glass. That
glass
was right there.
because it was literally right there. Then started getting on the top of her. I'm like, "Ooh, this is over." He's punching like he's just like going crazy. Then he gets tased. Gets tased.
Ayuma, yeah,
Yeah,
Ayuma comes out, shines a flashlight in his eye. He sort of
yeah.
gets blind,
And then he
so
got tased.
that gives Ninami the chance to react. Well,
Yeah,
for him to stop this
he get
flare.
tased. And she tased him in his cajones. I think
Yeah, and she tased him. I think it was the upper thigh for like a good
like 30
minute,
seconds.
and
30
then
And then he got kicked in the face.
went and then stopped and then started tasing him again until the point he was foaming. And then I think the girl, Ninami,
And
even
at
came.
that point, is he dead? If you're foaming, are you dead?
No, you're not foaming. It's just
No, okay.
yeah, it's just the current because we're very I forgot conductive of electricity.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, okay.
yeah,
But like I said, like this was probably the most action-packed episode from 3 of when it comes on human episode. Now, which was good. I was kind of happy to see that. So then we get basically what happens next. So then I guess they give them the
so
glasses and they get on the road.
yeah, they get on the road. Pretty much, they arrive at the foot of Mount Fuji. As they're walking up Mount Fuji, Ninami is like sort of getting closer. Well, after they beat up the guy, Ninami actually gives the glasses to the
Yeah, to the
guy.
dude. Yeah, to that. He gave it to
Yeah,
yeah.
and it was interesting because they'd had no one has made any interaction with them or really tried to besides Ayuma.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really interesting because like she's now trying to like
Talk to
look
him.
out after him,
Mm-hmm.
oddly,
Mm-hmm.
because she got him those glasses because his current glasses was actually broken.
Yeah.
So once they reached Mount Fuji, I
They
think
get
he.
out. They get out or whatever.
Yeah, they
Well,
get out, and
they
after
like no, they stay that night. They stay that the night in the truck because they don't know what's out there. So then the day they go to adventure, they're going up or whatever, walking, and then the daughter is like she has to pee.
oh, but I
And
wanted to mention the stuff
oh,
that happens like as they walk up like the foot of the mountain.
okay,
Because once they woke up, they took the truck to the foot of the mountain. Unless if I think that's what happened.
yeah,
This is something. So as they're walking up, like I was saying, Ninami like started paying more in care for the guy.
and more.
I really don't remember the guy's name because his name was mentioned like once or twice.
Yeah, I don't remember. We're sorry, but like she does seem to give me a lot more interested in him, which was I was like, okay, this is cool, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
maybe we'll get some backstory on him.
yeah.
Maybe some romance or something. I don't know.
The way Ayuma looked at them every time they interacted was interesting.
Yeah, and then maybe
It
they
was
do.
like her face was like
Then they
she.
do it wrong. I was, bro,
I don't
bro.
know what it was, but she seemed like a little jealous when like they were interacting with each
Yeah,
other. That's why I felt like. That's why I felt like when she asked that she told her to come here and let's go to the bathrooms because she wanted them to not be as close for a
yeah,
second. I
yeah.
think that's what the case was, but
But we don't know.
yeah, I don't know. But she really gave some weird
Little
look
vibe
when
or
they
whatever. Yeah,
interacted. Yeah.
and then basically we find out that that she dies.
Yeah,
She
I
just died,
was actually,
died on
I was
2 seconds.
just,
I was like, I wasn't like teary because another thing, like it's not long enough for me to get attached to them. But I was like, bro, I really liked her. She was a cool character.
yeah, she
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 was
started
not,
warming up.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
weird because as soon as you see the characters like their own their character, like what they truly are for, like
like the dad too,
yeah,
just
and they
died.
just die. I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what the mess? I was just getting to know her. I was like,
Yeah,
why? And because at first, because once Ayuma asked her to go to the bathroom with her, they both went the separate ways. She was like, they went a little bit off the trail, which
mm.
is like a little steep part of
They
it.
should just at this point, the way the world is, they should just pee right in front of everybody, pee on the trail right there in front of everybody because
Yeah,
you don't know
because
what.
like apparently poisonous gas is starting to rise from the ground. So as
Yeah,
they went to pee, Minami went down further down Yuma where the poison gas is actually affecting the area where the poison gas is lingering and whatnot. And
died on
she
the instant.
falls over. Like
Just
I was
died.
like, did she pass out or something?
Yeah,
But some guy with a speakerphone starts talking and he's like flying around above them and he lands towards them. And she comes, Ayuma comes back up to the trail.
hmm
The guy who just landed from the sky, I forgot his name, but like
he's a YouTube. He's a YouTuber too.
yeah, he's a YouTuber that Go knows, but like he was telling her that it was poisonous gas, and she was like, "Well, what about Ninami? Shouldn't we
He's
get
like,
her
oh
or
no,
something
she's
like that?"
dead. Dead. Died
Yeah,
on
he
the
was like,
instant.
"She died instantly." I was like, "Oh my god."
That's crap because that's I'm not even I'm trying to be thinking like in the science. I'm telling you, like any death, there's always like maybe like a 5-10 minute window where you could possibly be brought to light, unless I'm just tripping. Well, unless you just get like shot legit, like right in your heart or something like that. But legit, like I'm trying to think of any like other type of death. You normally have like a little 5 to 10 minute window where you could possibly, there's like a small chance of surviving. She just died like as soon as breathing in, died.
Yeah, I was
Died.
like, I thought it was just a
I thought she was
really
just.
strong
At
like
first, I thought she was just passed out, so maybe they could
yeah,
drag her
I
by her
did.
legs or something like that, and just or whatever, or maybe put like a mask on. That's funny how we're talking about putting a mask on or whatever. Put a mask on and just drag her out by her legs. But that's. I was kind of like her. I was kind of hurt. I was like, I really like this girl. Like she's
Yeah, she was starting to warm up, and it
and she
was
was kind of cute. I was like, okay, she's cute
uh,
too. I was like,
so the guy he's
kind of a. He comes off kind of like a douche at first. Not gonna lie. First impression, a little douchey, a little
I
smart
don't think
aleck.
he was. I thought he was just well informed.
A
Like
little
just
smart aleck,
like he
just a
was.
little bit. Not gonna
Yeah, I thought he was well informed. But Ayuma reacted to him, and oh, like he was the
like
devil or something.
yeah, like I'm like he's the reason why like the poisonous gas came like because I mean he is talking about her friend or not. I don't know. I can say somebody that she's.
Yeah, he did mention. He did mention pretty much once
That it
you.
was just lucky that you were just lucky.
Yeah, he pretty
Like it
much
doesn't
did
matter.
mention.
And I mean, I do understand why your friend literally just passed out, dropped, legit dropped dead right in front of you, and somebody's just like, "Oh no, you're just lucky. I could have been you like 2 seconds later if I didn't come to save you, basically, or I didn't come to inform you."
Yeah, pretty much. He was just pretty much saying she was lucky, and if you just ended up going a little bit down while she went further down than you. So you just, yeah, he pretty much just explained it. I mean, to me, I felt like he was telling the truth, but at the same time, you shouldn't say that to someone who just, got their friend killed in front
Friend
of them.
just died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even know if that could have been like, what if that was like her sister or something? He might have been like, because you don't know the relationship because you're a stranger at this point.
Yeah, I think he kind of didn't care, but what
Yeah,
happened?
that's what makes him. That's why I said that makes him a douche. The first
Yeah,
impression.
I can sort of get that, but that's why I kind of just said I feel like he was more like knowledgeable and just more straight to the point. I sometimes people who are straight to the point come off douchey, but sometimes that's not their objective.
Yeah.
So after like Go pretty much gives a brief description, and this is apparently the guy who got the whole video of Okinawa like sinking. He
Yeah.
has this little propeller or whatever that lets him stay in the
Looks kind
sky.
of cool. Looks cool. Very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And apparently that's what he like videotapes. That's what he's known for. And he's like number one in Japan and whatnot. So after he tries to give like since Ghost like super talking like really good about him. I don't know why, but he kind of just is cool with him. So he gives Go growls like his stomach. He gets hungry and whatnot. And the guy offers him a chocolate bar. And Ayuma comes up and like pretty much swats her hand at him, trying to knock it out. He
exactly.
moves it away, and he's like, he just keeps looking at Go and looks at her, and she's like, you got that from an empty home, didn't you?
Yeah, like, if he did, is that technically wrong? I mean, survive, they're dead. Is that technically wrong?
What kind of argument is that, or what kind of?
Y'all haven't ate. I'm sorry. So let's say, like, for example, with them, let's say some food just like food, like they saw food on the ground when they walk through a city, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't pick it up just because it might have came from somebody's house and they're dead. Like, so it's wrong for you to eat because they died.
Yeah.
That might sound douchey too, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it is the truth. I mean, like, I didn't find that a reason to not survive. I mean, or at least feel.
Yeah,
at least your younger brother. I mean, you should be glad he's at least getting something. I don't know.
Exactly. I would be. As people who have siblings, I mean, we understand, like, a younger sibling, you got to do. Be happy we're in this crisis and somebody wants to give them something,
Yeah, give them some food. I mean, you still got to check out to see if they don't get the wrong intentions. But if it's obvious that they don't have the wrong intentions, then because he did just help you from getting yourself killed with Minami. So I mean,
yeah, exactly. So then basically they keep walking. They're walking, right? They go. The dude he says he wants to join the group, whatever. He's like, I'll join you.
Well, what happens is that he pretty much offers them he like puts his gear back on and getting ready.
Yeah, he can only take one. He can only take one though.
Yeah, he says he can only take one and he doesn't have enough fuel to come back. So the mom pretty much asks,
can you take Go?
Yeah, take Go. And was it strange enough? He doesn't decline, but he changes his mind and decides to take them to the safe spot he was talking about.
Probably because he feels like, he doesn't want a family to be separated, this shows, I think, maybe like a good side of him. Like he actually has a heart or whatever.
Yeah.
Or he wants to help people.
The only person who disagreed with him leading the way was Ayuma. Having him there in general.
I'm really starting to just like her, like a little bit, like episode by episode. I'm just like, okay, you're doing the most.
It's a little annoying now.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, what happens next?
He takes them to
the store, the convenience store.
A convenience store. Yeah.
The old man.
Yeah, with so they're in the store. The mom is shopping like it's a regular normal day.
At this point, there's no groceries. You might as well just be eating. Like I thought about this. If we were ever in a situation where I'm in a grocery store and there's nobody in here, I'm eating whatever I want. I'm going.
Yeah, that's what the white hair guy did. As soon as he came in, grabbed a drink, started drinking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, y'all are legit. Like this is not. That's not. We're not. You're not even on our level of global pandemic. Y'all in a world crisis where y'all like the whole world like be literally sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Legit.
Yeah.
So then, all right, they're going to the store. It's a little nothing really crazy happening until you can do this part. We'll go whatever.
Yeah, it was weird because when they walked in, I noticed that there was like a bunch of marks or holes in the floor. And I was like, that's kind of weird. So as they're like looking around, getting stuff out of the store that they want or need, like a new change of clothes and stuff like that, you hear there's
Oh,
this old
and I see them take showers. They take showers too. They take showers for no, that didn't happen yet.
That's
Yeah, that's
next
next
episode.
episode. Yeah. So they
So,
get change of clothes, food.
they're getting clothes while they're like trying to change into the pair of new clothes that's in the store. Excuse me.
You good?
Oh, excuse me. So, so this weird little robot dog like rolls up towards them, and it stretches his head upwards. And I'm like, "What is this?" And then an old guy starts talking through it, saying, "How dare you? How dare you steal from my store?" And stuff like that. And then he tells everyone to raise your hands and do not raise your hands up, put your hands up and do not move. And pretty much as soon as one of them moves, he throw it's like at first I thought it was a spear, but it was just a longbow. So I didn't know those arrows were that big. I'm surprised.
I thought oh well you can say it then I'll say what about go.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that old man could like
hit that accurately too.
Yeah.
Like he hit Go legit in the middle. Like I thought Go was dead. Because Go was running, he legit got hit in the middle of his where his heart area is. And I was like, bro, the way this show was going, yeah, I wouldn't be
a lot of stuff was happening there.
I was like, Go is dead. I was like, hey, bro, let's just cut the show off. That's probably my favorite character too. Like he's
I was gonna say I let Go a lot.
And then he's like, and then basically, I'm like, okay, he's dead. So then, I think episode 3 is over at this point, right?
Yeah, but I kind of want to mention the reason why they started moving again. Reason why they started moving again is because the white hair noticed that the marks. I think that's how he realized that he couldn't shoot in these general areas. But pretty much, he saw that the marks that were in the floor were not behind the counters. So he told him, get behind the counters. He cannot shoot you from there. And then he said his location. His location was on a catwalk right above where Go and them was originally. So Go tried running from one side of the store all the way to the other side of the store where his mom and the white hair guy was.
Yeah.
So that's practically. I'm kind of surprised he survived that because.
I mean, if he didn't have that Game Boy, he would have been a goner.
He would have been gone.
Yeah, he would have been gone.
I honestly thought he was dead.
He would have been gone.
Yeah, so.
Well, yeah, and then episode 3 ends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, dude, I really like Go. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm mad. I'm like, bro, I'm not turning this show. I was like, I'm gonna text you. I'm telling you, we're not reviewing this no more. They got me picked off. So I said, all right, let me just watch episode 4. You can start us off.
Yeah. So episode 4, we're looking at Go, and they're trying to. Well, there's medical supplies in the store, so the white hair guy.
Well, first the mom snaps and says, "Why are you shooting the kid?" The mom snaps.
Well, that happens afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that happens afterwards because the mom runs up and tries to take the arrow out. He tells her, "No, I need to apply this medical stuff that I do not remember, so I'm not even going to attempt to remember and say what he said to do." So after that, a door opens from the other side of the room, and the old man comes out running out with the bow. And he comes, Go leans up, well, sits up, and like he's showing no signs of pain or anything like that. And white hair guy opens his fanny pack. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, fanny pack.
Yeah.
Medical.
And he opens it up and realizes the arrow hit the Game Boy and not actually. Yeah.
And
So
it was funny how to see Go's reaction to getting it. Like, I would have been more ticked. I'm like, dude, I could have died. If I didn't have this, I would have been dead. Like, even as a kid, I was like, what are you doing trying to kill me? He's just like, oh no, I'm okay. You know, he
yeah,
had my Game Boy, but I'm sad. He's like, I'm more sad about my Game Boy than me getting shot at. I'm like,
yeah. I was like,
no.
well, I don't know how I feel about that because the old man came down. He ran up to the kid, pretty much apologized and whatnot, because he actually wasn't trying to hurt anyone. Apparently, he was just trying to scare them or something like that for stealing their stuff. But technically, it looked like it sort of didn't work since his store looked like it was half empty already. But well, for others, I don't know. But after that, he apologized to them and pretty much accommodated them in the store and pretty much gave them like a
Yeah,
place to stay.
everything you need. Yeah, you can
Yeah. So
take whatever.
they're eating. We know that we learned that Go pretty much hates vegetables.
Yeah. No, that's not yet.
No. It is. He says it
Oh
then.
yeah, okay. All right.
His
So
mom, yeah.
basically, they're eating, they're drinking, and then we see the old man. He's like, "Can you fix my game?" He's like, "I can fix anything that's man-made," which was pretty dope. I was like, "That's such a
Yeah.
Chad little statement. That was cool. Maybe we'll get some backstory on him a little. I doubt it, but it was kind of cool to see that." And so he's fixing his Game Boy up, and then at that point, I think they said they wanted to shower, but he was like, "No, the rain is too."
Yeah, they wanted to shout because at the same time they was eating, after they got done eating, it was raining outside. And
Mhm.
pretty much the white hair pretty much he saw a nuclear plant smoking earlier when he was out and about. So he showed them that pretty much radiation was high in the sky. So the
Mhm.
rain was like unhealthy for them if they were to
But
be
like, if
out
it even touched your skin, it probably would penetrate through your skin and burn it.
or something like that. Pretty much it was just unhealthy for the body. So we go to the next morning.
But another thing is, okay, they end up taking a shower. But I know your water, not all water comes from rain, but like if your rainwater is already like yeah, then I'm just like, how do you take a anyway? That's whatever. We'll get at that. So basically, the next day they wake up and he's like, we have to get going because the temperature is decreasing. But he didn't mean like the temperature, like how cold or hot it is. I forgot what he meant by that. Do you remember?
No, he said degrees, and pretty much
Okay.
they thought he was talking about the temperature, but no, he pretty much was talking about the layout of the land. Like the land was tilted.
It's tilting about us. It's about to fall into the ocean. Legit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so it was not very stable for them to be on. So they were telling each other to leave. But before that, like before all that happens, Go and the old man is like walking up to the cemetery. He
Hmm.
starts, he prays, gives his respect and whatnot, and then
He snaps on Go for speaking English.
yeah, he snaps on Go on for speaking English. He was like, "Why are you speaking this foreign language? You're Japanese and whatnot." So I was like,
It's so funny to see like in the anime when they speak English and it's not we're watching the dub. I'm just like it's so interesting because I wonder what they would do for the English version when you watch it in dub. Because what would they say? What's foreign language you're speaking? Like you know, that's
yeah,
pretty interesting. So
yeah,
I think him and the old man are walking back, and then like the earth, the world, like or their side just starts shaking, like legit
yeah,
moving.
another earthquake
Yeah.
appears or something.
So then he's like, let's get in the truck because we gotta get out, get skedaddle. We gotta skedaddle out of here.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
So
So
then they leave, and
pretty much as they're driving on the highway, behind them pieces of the highway because it was like a highway like and part of like a mountain like on the side of
yeah,
a mountain so
yeah,
as they drove like further and further pieces of the mountain and the highway behind them or road behind them was falling down into the ground like a landslide almost. So they're wondering like where should we go next or whatnot. The old man suggests to go to Sean City and pretty much we get a little bit of information from him. It's just that it's a great place. It's a good place. As they're driving, looking forward to where they go, they come at a spot where the road ahead of them was, discontinued. It was destroyed. So they were trying to use they all had their map. Well, the white hair and the old man had white hair were using a digital map. Old man was using a regular map, and they realized that the topography of the land has actually changed. So maps are completely useless at this point, which was amazing. I thought that was pretty interesting because knowing all that, a lot of stuff may not be where it should be.
Yeah, like a lot
And
of
it'll be
stuff.
hard to like discern to where to go.
Yeah, so you don't know. You're really kind of just combobulated because that could have shifted, that could have sunk, that could have moved over there, that could have moved up. Like you just don't know where to go because your map is not the same anymore. Even your digital map is not updating fast enough to track where stuff is moving. Like
Oh
where
no, the digital maps, they work off regular maps.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just
So like,
yeah. So like
it's not like using. It's not like you have like anything like different or whatever. So then
yeah,
basically, it was kind of cool that the old man you saw like him smoking. I don't know if it's not. It's not really that important, but it was kind of sad or whatever. See like him, his wife. I guess his wife speaking and like the little flashback with the picture of the
yeah.
shop or whatever.
That's what happened with his because we witnessed the store also falling down with the rest of the
Yeah,
mountain. He pretty much had a flashback. We pretty much got a quick like flashback of him and his wife like starting like first opening the store and whatnot, and he
yeah.
pretty much acted the same way he is now. But it was just interesting to see that
And
interaction a little bit
and
more
sad to
about.
see that like his hard. I mean, this is his hard work like gone like that like just gone like the legit.
Yeah, and I see why he tried so hard to protect that story because it has value to it.
And I'm assuming his wife is dead, so that's probably like the last.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one of the things that made me feel his connection to his wife, his late wife. So, yeah. Next
So
thing, do they get to the camping or do you?
so what happened after was they well after they reached a little road ending or whatnot, they went to the next available. They took the next available road that they could to figure out where to get to go to Sean City. They pretty much just kept driving until they got there. But before that, the they obviously took breaks. There was this one point before they got there was they was camping. They were talking about what was it? Oh, they were watching the news pretty much. They was watching the news on
Or
how
how like basically there's gonna be a lottery on who gets to go on the ships because the U.S. is sending ships to save the people to get them over here.
yeah, or help them out because they believe Japan is completely sinking. Go said that was impossible, pretty much expressing his disbelief of the thing. So was Ayuma and whatnot. So after that, they head back on the road. They're driving. They come past this guy who's on the side of the road next to a car, sitting in a chair. As they drive by, he pulls up a sign saying pretty much asking for a hitchhike or a ride and
Yeah,
whatnot. So they stop. They obviously, I was hoping he was not like the other guy,
yeah,
but
crazy.
I'm actually glad he wasn't. But he's still weird because the first thing he did when he pulled up to the car was try to talk to them in another voice using the teddy bear.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
weird.
I thought I was like, well, good to know he's not a bad guy, but at the same time,
Real weirdo, weirdo.
yeah, a little bit. So the old man was refusing to give him a ride a little bit because he was pretty much saying if he steals our car, then I was like,
Maybe
well,
like we're done, we're done.
yeah, we're done for. But he was obviously a nice guy, but he did not like the old man. Well, it was technically obvious before when Go was speaking English towards him, but he doesn't like foreigners.
Or Americans,
Huh?
Americans. They just like Americans.
Oh no, foreigners in general, because that guy who got in was from England, and
Oh
the
yeah,
mother, Go's mother, Mary, yeah, it was Marie or something like that.
yeah.
She's from the Philippines, so he doesn't like foreigners in general. So they're driving. They finally reach the gates of Sean City, and it's like a gated little city community or something like that.
Yeah, and it's legit everything they've been asking for. Like, they got bathe, they got good food, they got, looks like they have some type of entertainment. He had Wi-Fi for his game, and it's just like, it seems so too perfect to be true.
I that's the same way I felt. As soon as they got there, they bathed, got a new change of clothes, went out to eat. I was like, this is too perfect to be true. Well, I kind of want to talk about when they were eating, because when they were eating, the mother mentioned the fact. Well, first, the guy who hasn't talked whatsoever for the past 3 episodes finally spoke. Well, besides the first episode when he said his mom was dead, that was it. He finally spoke again. He finally actually expressed more emotion into how he was feeling. He's actually, because they were eating curry, and it kind of just reminded him of what happened to his mom and made him express those. Well, finally sit there and cry about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or come to truth with it. So it was actually really sad. He said it tasted just like his mom. The quick image they showed of his mom being crushed because she was inside a building or whatnot. And she just got crushed.
Yeah. I mean, another thing I thought about this too, to relate to real life. Like, imagine like us, we like, I don't know how old he is or whatever, but us teenagers, this happens to us. We're literally traveling with the whole group of people we don't know, and then our parents, family, are dead, and we get to start a whole new life, and we don't even know how we're going to start it. I know he's a YouTuber, but we don't know how we're going to start it. We don't know where.
There's something we missed. As you said that, I just remembered this because we started finally talking about him some more. But in episode 3, when they're at the store and about to change clothes, he puts on some shoes. Ayuma tells him that I hope, she says, those look great on you. I hope you will start running again. So apparently he was part of the track team like she was.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's active. So yeah, and then don't they mention something about weed, like there's weed in the food or something like that?
Yes, there's weed in the curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, But what's funny about it, because Go didn't like any vegetables, so when they gave the curry, because I'm guessing there was 2 ways to make curry. Well, how many ways? It's just the ways they mentioned was where it's completely made out of meat and rice and whatnot, and then the other way with vegetables. He obviously got the vegetable one, and he didn't like, and he kind of reminded himself that about dad's curry. Well, his dad's curry, since he liked that because they only really had meat. But once he realized it was marijuana, he started going in on that food.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was kind of laughing. I was laughing.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't think I have any more. You can take it over. I have nothing really more to take away from episode 4, though.
Yeah, there's not much to take off of episode 4. After they get done eating, the little manager or whatnot, pretty much shows them around, pretty much tells them how this place is running and how they have electricity. They have a bunch of solar panels. They get their own water.
Very interested to see like what's the background of this? Why are they doing this? Is this right motives? Are you actually trying to sell people? Like, are you like behind anything that's going on? Like, I'm like ready to listen for all the next 2 episodes.
Yes, that's interesting. So once they got for housing wise in this little city, because earthquakes and whatnot, they got they sleep in like Mongolian tents, which is apparently really good when there's earthquakes. We're really safe for earthquakes and whatnot if it happens. So after they all go to get in bed and they're about to hit the night, we get cut in to this woman with a bunch of Yakuza tattoos on her back or something like that.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, the tattoos that's really colorful with a dragon or something like it in the back of it. And she gets out, she does yoga for a little bit in front of the city's logo, which is a I think it's a lotus flower. I believe it's a lotus flower. So she does yoga. It shows a clip of her face real quick. A guy was talking to her about something. I forgot, but they only said like, I think they only said it's ready or it's time. Oh no. So a guy started talking to her and he was like, are you ready to see the dead? And then she said yes or something like that. And then it ends. I was like, what the? I was like, see the dead? See what dead?
I was like, this is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can't wait because that's interesting to see the dead. What kind of dead are we talking about? Well, obviously, the only kind of dead. But like,
dead people. But
I mean, dead. What's dead?
But I think the last 2 episodes, if I was to give it a rate, okay, first 2 probably for me 7. We could do something. I'll ask you. First episode, 2 episodes 7. These 2, 8.5. What about you? First 2 episodes, what would you give it?
First 2 episodes, I'll say 6. I'll say 6 as well because it was like it was slow. It was like it had some parts that were shocking. Yeah. And it was just interest. It was just like a lead on real quick.
Yeah. So yeah, she went worse than me. She's more optimistic with animes than I am. That's crazy. But yeah. First 2 episodes, 7. What would you give? You said 6, and then what would you give the last 2?
Last 2, I'll have to give probably a 9.
I say
I really like these 2 episodes. To be honest, it was a lot more going on. It was a lot more, exactly. And it gives us more insight into the situation that's at hand. And it's starting to now leave us at cliffhangers or like things that's going to get us questioning like what's going on right now.
I don't think Japan 6 is getting a season 2 though, so it'll all get answered within these 10 episodes. I don't think it's getting. I'll look that up. I'll look that up after and let you know. But yeah, I think that's it for the Japan Sings review. Thank you again, She. I'm gonna do some quick little anime news. Promise Neverland episode 2 came out today. Y'all should go check that out. If y'all have not, I watched it. It was really good. Probably I said it's a solid 8.5. Dr. Stone episode 1 of season 2, Stone Wars came out. That's really good. I told everybody, check it out. I'm an advocate for that. The Time I Reincarnated the Slime's out. What else? I think Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 should be coming out this Saturday, or Friday or Saturday, one of those 2. Do I have any more news? The new, like I said, the new Black Clover arc is out. Chainsaw Man got confirmed for March of this year. And I don't have no more anime news for it. I'm gonna start getting some more. I'm gonna do some more research on this so I can give y'all more different shows than the normal ones I've been giving y'all. But that is it today, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Like I always tell you, like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell to notify for every podcast and the clips or episode, whatever we try to do. Go follow our Instagram at @Anime_Again Show, where we post polls, collabs. You can DM us for collabs or whatever. We post clips of the episode. I'm gonna try to get one out. I'm gonna try to get a few different ones out because I haven't done a few in a minute. So follow Eyes.the Manager, which does photography, more pictures in this area. Hit him up. I don't know what's the farthest he would come out, whatever, but whatever works. I hope y'all get that done. Y'all go follow Sheet at Rashid Birdsa. Text him, all that type of stuff. Give us some anime to watch because maybe we need to talk about your favorite anime. Yeah, or just talk to us. Go follow me at ChrisNext_23. And I have nothing to say. Stay watching us. Stay watching anime. Stay weird. You got anything for the people, Shoot?
Not at all. I just hope everyone stays safe. Everyone's doing well. No one's really out here purposely trying to get COVID or spread it or anything like that. Because I've heard some people will do that.
Yes, we'll do that. So, y'all just stay safe and do what you gotta do and keep watching anime, keep watching us, keep being weird. Peace.